Bret Baier, host of Special Report over Fox News and the author of a brand new book, The Case for America, an argument on behalf of our nation, which is on bookshelves tomorrow. And I know you don't believe this, but I've been reading chunks of it. It reads pretty fast.
Yeah.
I've got dog ears, I've got underlining, okay? So let's start with what I think is the absolute key in the book. You can tell me if I'm wrong. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which is probably the greatest sentence written in modern history, okay? Maybe all of history, not just the English language, but any language. You write about it, and you emphasize in your book, The Case for America is resting in large measure on freedom. Freedom. Did I get that right?
100%, Larry.
I mean, I'm thumbing through this thing and
basically what this is a setup to America 250, because our country at times feels like it's on trial. So I set this up, having written about 6 different presidents. Fortunately, you've had me on this show many times talking about those books. And going back to our founders, laying out a case for the country in front of a jury. And what would the evidence be? What would the arguments be? And then setting up this argument going back to the founders, what they tried to do. So the thing I could say is that this is not sanitized. This is not through a rose-colored glass of looking at the country. We have problems. But the biggest thing, the biggest honor we can do to our nation is to be truthful about it. And what I'm trying to do is lay out the argument from people in the past, in the present, and ideally set this table for the future, for our next generation.
I noticed that, interesting, people from the past and present. So you had Ike, which is fascinating. You had my former boss, Ronald Reagan, one of my former presidential bosses, Ronald Reagan. You had FDR on that list. Who else did you have?
Teddy Roosevelt, Ulysses
TR.
S. Grant, and then George Washington.
These are all the books.
All
These
the
are
books.
The Bret Baier books.
And then,
you know,
in
I
addition,
love U.S. Grant.
Yes, I know.
Seriously, I love U.S. Grant. Can I just wait? I don't mean to interrupt. He persuaded Lincoln to use unconditional surrender with Robert E. Lee. And I'm arguing right now that we should settle for nothing less than unconditional surrender in the war in Iran. That's one of the many reasons I love U.S. Grant. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. He also prevented the country from falling into a second civil war in the deal of 1876. But in addition to that, it's interviews with people like Ken Langone, your friend, Condoleezza Rice, Tim Shriver, Arthur Brooks, and they're all making their own case for America. And I think ahead of this anniversary, it's important for us to take a breath and say, we have some things that are screwed up in our country, but we've been in dark places before, and we have been resilient. And these pages show you how.
That's why I love this book. It's just a good book about America. America is still a good place and a great place, no matter what the problems are. I know there's issues every day. We cover them. You cover them. You're the best newscaster there is in the whole business. So here's one. I think the case for America is made by its longevity. Wow. Look at what a flourishing society we have, the opportunity, the freedoms that we have. It's lasted for this long and will last, I'm fully confident, for many years to come. I love that. I just love that. It's so optimistic.
Yeah, listen, you can't shy away from where we've been in the past and the troubles we've had, but think about, as a country, how we've always been resilient, how we've always been a beacon of freedom, how we've always been a land of opportunity. And people like, business people like Ken Langone can tell you their life story. That is the definition of the land of opportunity. That still exists today, but we have to, create the environment that keeps it going.
Well, that's freedom, I guess. And then there's Bret Baier, the economist, in here, writing about technology. But the importance, these opportunities, look at the industrial technological revolutions we have had, actually just in our lifetime, but throughout our history.
Yeah, and if you think about what's coming, we're probably on the cusp of the next industrial revolution when it comes to AI and computers. So we kind of have to get our house in order. The best thing we could do is come together on this 250th. Even though we are, politically divided, there's a lot that we can find common ground about.
Old-fashioned patriotism, can we bring it back?
I think so. I mean, the chance of the 250 is that it's bigger than the politics of the moment. That it speaks to our higher angels of looking back at who we were and who we are.
The Case for America, I'm going to demand an autograph before you leave the set.
You bet.
The Case for America, Bret Baier, the best newsman there is, end of sentence, full stop. Don't miss Special Report, that's it, weeknights at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's over on Fox News. And don't forget to pick up a copy of the book, The Case for America, out on shelves tomorrow. It's an optimistic book.
And I've got my Sharpie right here. Right here, Larry.
And you're going to come on the radio show, hopefully this
will.
weekend. Terrific stuff.